name is Penelope Demetriou, and I work for the last years in some art colleges, where in the last few years I work at a fresh art college, where we have the opportunity and the possibilities to have art and design students. So my responsibility is to deliver practical and theoretical modules in art and design from foundation degree to BA. At the beginning from 17 until 60, 70 years, it's open. Actually, social distance is very current nowadays because of COVID, as all we know. But in general, in our department, it helps us to deliver the courses online. So any students who have any disabilities or problems to attend the classroom, they can have the same opportunity to listen and have the projects online. As a fine art and fashion-based artist and teacher, one of my main inspirations is obviously a fashion designer, Alexander McQueen. He's not in life anymore, but he was very influential designer because he draws inspiration from theater, literature, and culture in general. So it was a big and main inspiration for me. As artists, we have this ongoing research and education. So education doesn't stop through the year. So every year we need to be updated. So unfortunately, we cannot travel, so online exhibitions and online courses, especially from England or America, help us to get into the art environment, so mainly this kind of stuff. For me, the most influential book was Ways of Seeing by John Berger. It's a book who helps you to see things and perceive things through different perspectives, which is very good for the students anyway to have in their library. Obviously, nowadays, all the students and artists and designers need to be familiar with technology and let's say the tools of the internet and software. So if they are familiar with this kind of stuff, it will be very easy for them to adapt to the new era. In 10 to 20 years, I don't know, probably technology will become even more into our life with more drastic and effective programs and interactive activities, I guess. Hopefully art and design and crafts, I hope it doesn't eliminate, so we're gonna have still the traditional drawing, let's say, and all this kind of stuff, because it's a foundation for all the students. But I believe that technology will come and help the students to use software to improve their programs and studies. So basically it's gonna be a blend with traditional techniques and contemporary techniques, digital techniques. It would be very challenging for all of us because me as a student in the university, I learned how to use my hands to create something. And nowadays we need to use the computer and the tablets, and everything is interactive online. So probably we need to adjust to the new era of learning. So e-learning, I think, will be 100% the must for the students in some years from now. Yes, because nowadays students are very familiar with their iPhones or their smartphones, so they know how to navigate in the internet and find information to research, to experiment using online sources. So I think the new era of students can easily adapt, but a student who is, let's say, 50 years old or 60 years old may have a problem at the beginning until they realize how to use the technology. I think this is the only disadvantage because we lack of the contact, the relationship between the student face to face, to have this connection, to maybe to react with some of their problems or some of their difficulties. The online and e-learning has the ability to bring the students together, but on the other hand to make a distance between the educator and the student. In our college we have the portals where the students can have their activities, their modules, their briefs, workshops and lectures. So we try to create this online portal where everyone can have access, but we try to keep a balance between the actual workshops in the labs and the online courses. So students have the same connection with us as they have in the internet. Some of the students, they may say, okay, I have this online, so I don't need to wake up early in the morning, so they can skip some lessons or they can skip some lectures, and they keep procrastinating. With COVID situation, we had some problems to find the best solution for the students to have the best learning. But now I think everyone is getting used to it. We try on going through the year to evaluate our teaching and the feedback from the students. Obviously, for art and design courses, it's a bit difficult to deliver practical workshops online. The theoretical side, it's fine, because they can write down something, send it to us, give them feedback, but the practical side is the most difficult. So this year we try to have a 50-50 course, so we don't lose them in a way. To be flexible, to be accessible, easily accessible for all the ages, genders, or difficulties, maybe, I don't know, some problems that the students may have, to have a guide, instruction maybe, to help them, or to have an online tutorial to explain exactly how we use the portal. So I think some lectures at the beginning. I think it's gonna happen from now and then until we die and the years after, because it's a part of our life anyway. I think all the types of education, and as I said, the only difficult part is the side of the labs and the workshops, that the students need to be around to know, let's say, how to draw or how to sew, how to cut a fabric. So it's just the practical side that's a bit difficult now. I don't know, in the future maybe we'll have some like of virtual reality to help them. I don't know.